How's it going, Terranos? Today, Trinity's rework kit. And I kind of want to talk about the build that I've been using with Trinity since her rework kit. 5 shards. These two are duration. So we got 15, 15, 15 strength, 15 strength, and then just a little bit of casting speed just because I think Trinity casts a little slow for my taste. This is obviously flexible. If you think Trinity is fine, you don't have to put the casting speed here. You can put whatever you'd like. But let's go over her new abilities real quick. Her abilities are mostly the same, except for her passive, which has been completely changed. Allies, including yourself, in infinity range, get your max energy as HP. She gets about 500 energy base, so you get about 250 extra health. You actually get 499, so that's whatever half of that is. So it's like 248 point whatever. But still, really nice. Obviously, this means that if you put blue Archon shards in, you can bump that number up even more. But you're kind of, if you're looking to get more health from Archon shards, the Archon shards can just give you 225 health. So, I guess you get the energy with it, but you really don't need a lot of health. This is more just like nice in case you get accidentally hit by a toxin proc. It can help you kind of survive that kind of stuff. Well of Life has been reworked. You can now cast this on up to 3 enemies. They are immortal for the purposes of you damaging them, but they also give this ring, and if an ally or yourself die in this ring, instead of dying, you become immortal for a brief moment. You get 5 seconds, it's a 60-second cooldown, and it heals. You also lifesteal when you shoot this guy, so basically they are just a pack of health. It's actually really, really strong because you can have 3 of them up. So you can basically have 3 zones of not dying. Yes, it has a 60-second cooldown that you can't change. But especially in game modes like Arbitration and the Deep Arc Median Dive, where your life is kind of like actually at threat sometimes, this can be very, very powerful. Next up, we have Energy Vampire, which has not really changed at all, other than the pulses are determined at a set interval. If you go negative duration, the pulses will come out faster just because they have to come out before the ability actually ends. So you can still kind of vent energy, but honestly, I don't think EV Trend is nearly as good as Duration Trend anymore, simply because you can recast this on a new target. Part of the reason why you used EV Trinity is because you can only have this on one guy at a time, and it had to end on that one guy before you could recast it. Now that you can just cast it as you're moving, I think Duration Trinity is just way better. Next up, we have Link. This ability basically stayed the same, except the amount of enemies that you can tether with Link now scales with your power strength, which means it's way, way stronger. Especially if you use a baiting link. I'm not using a baiting link. We'll get into the build in a minute. And then Blessing pretty much stayed the exact same. It got a duration increase from 12 to 15 seconds, which with power strength and duration, as you can see, we get that up to almost 40 seconds with a 75% DR. You are very, very durable. You're basically never gonna die on her. She doesn't do the most damage, at least not with this build. You can do some things where you like nuke things with Energy Vampire and high strength with low duration. But this is the build that I've been running. Adaptation is flexible. You can really put in like whatever the hell you want here. I've considered taking this off to put on Umbral Intensify, honestly, because I just don't think she actually needs adaptation. Like, I think you could easily slot Umbral Intensify here, and I might... There's a world where I reform of this to drop adaptation, because you just don't need this. You're already stacking 2 forms of damage reduction with Link and Blessing, so you really don't need another 90% here. Like, I'm going to take this off just over this demonstration to show just, like, how stupid, like, durable you are. Multi-augmented, multi-efficiency, this could be flexed. You just don't need Arcane Energize at all. I'm probably going Blessing, personally, for the most part. There is some new Arcanes from the new area from 1999 that are pretty good, that I don't have a lot of yet, that I would consider using. You could go Rage. There is one that makes it so you get power strength for maximum health. What is it called? Is this it? No. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Sorry, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, this one. Bellicus. Bellicus might actually be very, very, very strong on her because you can stack a bunch of health with Arcane Blessing. This would actually end up giving you more power strength than Molt's Augmented, like straight up. You could also like easily slot Umbral Intensify here, slot Umbral Vitality here instead of Augur Reach, and then you would get the ability to proc that, and it would be just like so much HP because you just get so much health. But for now, obviously, you can throw in whatever you would like here as well. Abating Link is really good. All of her augments are very, very powerful. Pool of Life, not necessarily as strong for Trinity, but it's very good for another frame, which we'll get into in another day. But Vampire Leech, Champion's Blessing, both very strong. This one is actually like a lot stronger than people give it credit for. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to use because you have to heal your allies and then you get the secondary and primary crit chance and damage. But Energy Vampire basically means that you'll always have shields up, especially if you do like a lower duration build. And you still can do like a lower duration build like this one here, which obviously I still have 30% more duration than I should because I have Archon shards, but you could just trade those for strength shards and then you get over fucking 300% power strength very easily. But this is the build that I've been running. We're going to take Abating Link off just because it's not going to be relevant for this. I have to take Udon off because they broke fucking dogs and those things just slap. We're not even going to pick up energy for this. I'm just going to turn these guys on. I unfortunately don't have the new battle group yet. We're going to go with the Orican battle group. Just for now. I need to take Helios into 1999 and do some scanning. But yeah, we just hit that. So I did proc my Well of Life there because I didn't have my 4 on. But now that my 4 is on, I'm pretty much not going to die. Like, I'm loaded up on my shield gating. And now I've turned this on. I turn this on. I turn this on. Yeah. As you can see, I'm just like, you don't die with this. If I had Adaptation, I would be even less dying. If I had Energy Vampire, I'd be even less dying. Yeah, you can kind of just sit on enemies now. I actually did die. You can see that my Well of Life is popped in the top right, but it kind of just doesn't matter. Because I just, like, I sit. I don't die. Thankfully, my link lets me see enemies. I can recast it before it actually ends. I can also, like, you can target somebody with your 2, and then they're stunned, and you can just kill them, and they'll immediately vent all the energy as well, which is another reason why I don't think you really need EV train unless you're doing something specific, such as a March for Death nuke. So let's go on ahead, pause the AI here, generate these guys, and I'm going to go over here. And again, this is a little suboptimal because my Trinity has Archon shards that are increasing my duration. But if you take Marked for Death from the helmet system, you can do some funny things. Which is you can mark one particular idiot, and boom. All of the fodder are down. Mark him for death again. Hit him again. And again, this would be a lot better if I didn't have duration shards. Because the duration shards are actually kind of fucking me over a little bit. Because I can't, like, super recast this. I actually have, like, a little bit of time that I have to wait. Which kind of sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. That's just kind of the price you have to pay if you want to use the Archon shards that way. I think it's worth. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you don't think it's worth. I'm definitely going to look to throw in Umbral Forma. And throw in adaptation, or take off adaptation and Augur Reach for Umbral Intensify and Umbral Vitality, and then switch Arcane Blessing to the new strength one. Arcane Bellicus. Bellicus? I don't know how to say that word. Anyway, let's get into a bounty for 1999. Because I need to do more of those, so I'll catch you guys in a minute. So, unfortunately, the high-level bounty was to destroy the tank, and I don't, you know, I don't actually think Trinity is that good at the tank fight. Oh, I'm on public. Whoopsie.
You know how mold can grow on your water filter if you don't clean it enough? Well, shouldn't build up off the hell scrubbers unless you
I did not mean to be on public. That was a mistake. Oh well, whatever. It's actually pretty good because now I can show the like more supportive aspects of Trinity.
Knock the pus sacks off that scrubber before they sprout ahead.
I actually already have radon claws. I don't know why I keep saying that I don't. I think it's because I just haven't looked at it. So if you've ever noticed that...
Do something about that scrubber before it does something about you.
Hold on, let's go take care of the scrubber real quick. Okay, so this thing over here. This. This is a bio-coated vault. You can see it's covered in like infested ick. I'm going to attempt to find the key before anybody on the squad does. You cannot detect it with the Orican's Eye like my allies have just popped for everything else. So that would make things too like easy for us. I'm not sure if that's a bug or a feature, honestly. But you can detect it on loot radar. So as you can see, I have Animal Instinct on my Helios. Oh, I gotta beat me to that one. Chugging along, 6-pack. So yeah, it looks like this. This is like a little bio-coded key. And you take it, and you can put it in the thing. This is just the Zeraman Accolade again, by the way. Like, this is literally just the Zeraman Accolade again. Did I not put Investigator on? Because he's not scanning. I think I forgot to put Investigator on. Son of a bitch.
Deactivating code. And success. Keep your eyes out for another hell scrubber.
Oh, Wisp. I know all the Wisp mains on the planet saw that new arcane that gives power strength for health, and they just started foaming at the mouth. Like, I could feel it in my bones as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, Wisp mains are just foaming at the mouth right now. Because, like, yes, I push one button, and I get 5,000 bonus HP. Which means I have to push that button again, because now I will have bonus strength. Wisp's already kind of known for just doing 700% strength, like as much as possible. I'm pretty sure Nidus also looked at that and went, is for me. Inaros, not as much, because I don't think Inaros does as well with power strength. Unless you, like, steal something from the helmet. And then you obviously do really, really well with power strength if you do something like Steel Gore. Like, he can do kind of lower fire strength. Also, just like proof of concept, I'm just standing in these guys and I just don't.
Subsumed by Tekrot, those hell scrubbers still work. Who'da thunk it?
Just like sitting in the middle of level 200 guys, not giving a shit. It's because a lot of your damage just gets passed off to whoever you get linked to. And obviously now I actually do have my adaptation on. Which might be like slightly overkill, but whatever. I didn't see adaptation stacked aside for impact damage, so like...
I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. Extraction's open. But It wouldn't be very much fun if you left now.
I suck at riding this bike, by the way. I was just here for the bounty, gonna be honest. Yeah, Wisp means foaming. Wisp means foaming at the mouth for the new the new arcane. To make sure that I get it, because I am one of those Wisp players who's foaming at the mouth for it. But anyway, guys, that is that. I'll make sure to. Anyway, later.